And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions. Next on Madden NFL 24.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Off play action, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the throw on third down. Knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at the 33. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Lions will take over. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. To throw is Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
Great player.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Goff now looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action. It's Fields. Now he's free at the 35.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
33 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
The numbers for St. Brown a week ago.
5 catches, 65 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line as they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 2. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
46-yard
line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Go.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They're going right back to Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left is Walker.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
To throw is Fields.
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions 6. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Raymond now on the return.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on third. Goff. That is caught. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
Jamison Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings us 2nd and 5.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Smith and Jigba showing there that he is exactly what the Seahawks offense needed. A guy who complements what they already have and some productive receivers outside, and he can rack up catches in their system.
Fields, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
There he goes, right side.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Fields now to throw.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Off play action, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go,
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Jameer Gibbs in the Lions offense getting set once again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On 1st down, gone. And that'll be caught. It's Sam Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a 1st down throw, gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Wow, and that is incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Goff now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. St. Brown on the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll find Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Throwing again is Fields.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Jackson Smith-Njigba
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Fields trying to throw for it.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.